everyone, this is Alpha Ali. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a new VOD review. This is actually for Fluffy, and it is a Plat 2 game on Circuit Royale. They've essentially put to me, honestly, there was a lot of times where I was positioned really stupidly, and I took a break once again. I love the advice. I've been trying to be taken on by showing my beam a bit more and also being present when I'm pushed up and my other support isn't. I've also been trying to get a bit more observant and looking around during my games. But overall, any advice is welcome. Which, honestly, Fluffy, I'm really great, obviously, that we did, take on the advice and everything. I think it was, last... It was the last VOD that we did. It was actually on Circuit Royale as well. Fluffy was mastered at the time. Obviously, then the rank resets happened and everything, and Fluffy's now in Plat. But yeah, we talked about how Fluffy was only kind of beaming their Ash quite a lot of the time, and how we weren't really sharing our beams and helping them out quite a bit, and also we just weren't being really active in the team fight. So I'm really glad that you tried to to adapt that, and we're going to have a look to see if we've improved that during this game. If you guys do want any help with your own Mercy, are you wanting your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch for free at 2 PM UK on Sundays. They cost 7,500 channel points, which you simply get by just watching the streams. If you can't make it that time, then do not worry, as I also record them offline whenever I'm free, and all of them get uploaded to this channel. But if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay as well, you can visit my main channel. If you do need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to message any of my lovely mods on Discord. The links for everything that I've just mentioned will be down in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yeah, so we'll just kind of get straight into it, basically. We are using Formal Wear, one of the new skins. I think it's really, really cute. Like, look how adorable this skin is. If I can move, there we are. Look how adorable this skin is. It's absolutely amazing. I have also noticed a little bit of a friend that we have here. Dell is obviously a very lovely friend of mine. He plays a lot of Reinhardt, so I'm really intrigued to see what he's going to do on Ashe as well. But just a quick little cute team comp as well before we do start. We have Ashe and Soldier, both absolutely amazing damage boost targets. I look to damage boost Ashe at the beginning of the team fights when it's a little bit longer, but then when, you start to push up to the enemy team, you can start damage boosting our Soldier a little bit more. Zarya is absolutely amazing to damage boost when she's high charge. We want to make sure as well that she keeps her charge, especially because we have this Alari as well. So if Zarya is out of range of the Alari and she's getting quite weak, she's a high charge, I'd be looking to try and help and go and help her, because we want to keep her charge up, because it can be so hard to, for her to get her charge back, basically. So let's get started on it, shall we? Sorry, I just need to move my phone over so slightly because it's like where my mouse is going to be. And it's going to annoy me. So, awesome. So, already getting started really, really nicely. With our beam on the Ashe. Really, really nice. Okay, first thing I'm going to say to you, don't play in this room here, okay? You really want to play in this room if you have someone that's taking this angle. For example, I know a lot of the high ranks Ashe players, they will go and they'll take this like kind of angle here in the doorway. So that's absolutely fine for you to stand there. If you're gonna play here and you're gonna like stand here and damage boost here, as well as be keeping it on your team, that's fine. However, when you're not doing that and your team are just playing main, come up onto these stairs. Come up and play onto these stairs, because it gives you a better view of the team. Because as soon as that Zarya starts walking around this like staircase, you're going to struggle to get her beam on you're going to struggle to get your beam on her, right? So if you can, instead, play up on these stairs, and then it allows you to balance your beams throughout all these people, basically, so we can sit and damage boost. Alright? So that's just a little bit like a positional thing. But obviously, if our Ashe was taking this angle in this like kind of room here, then I would have said, yeah, stay there. Awesome, let's keep going though. That's Dell, that's not you. We keep on going though. Nice heals obviously onto Zarya, just to kind of make sure that she's staying up and alive. Nice balance of the beams there as well. Just a quick little thing there, just make sure that we're putting our beam onto our Soldier when he's like taking a bit more of an aggressive angle compared to our Ashe, but that's very minuscule. Nice. Nice that you don't end up topping up his ball as well. Don't super jump up in the air here. We don't want to super jump up in the air because although, yes, we kind of know what DPS they've got now, we still are going to be scared of, like, the bat baby DPS comes out of the sky doing, like, this little super jump, okay? If we want to try and, like, help these guys, which is what you want to do here, you want to do a sling looking down in a way like this and be coming to go and help your Zarya and stuff like that. Just try and help push up. Because if you help push up, then it means you're also going to be here with your Ashe, and you can start pushing up with your Ashe with, like, some insane, like, dynamites and stuff like that, okay? But we don't want to be kind of, like, just randomly super jumping in the air and then just coming back down to, like, pretty much where we were and going to be out in the open, okay? Make sure we're making that a G off to that side, because I'd be really strict with you here, because it's Circuit Royale, and Circuit Royale you need to be so strict with how we're positioning. It's a bit of a trap. Nice. Good res. Just make sure you ping that, or if you're in comms with your Zarya, making sure that you let them know, because obviously we don't just want to, like, our Zarya to walk forward thinking, oh yeah, like, Mercy's with me kind of thing, when in reality you've got to go and res Dell. Alright, so just make sure you kind of make sure that you're pinging it or alerting your Zarya there. You can't do anything there. She just walks into a trap that gets absolutely annihilated. And we've already used res as well. So that's alright. We can still take quite a bit of space here, which is really, really great. So, nice rotation out to the side. I like this. Very nice. Nice. Love that you're constantly checking on your Alari as well and checking how everyone is. Nice. Nice. Okay. I was literally, I'm like, you're gonna G to Alari. You don't use a G to Alari here, okay? Bear in mind, Alari, this is an insane pylon spot, can I just say? Because I saw it as soon as, like, she put it down. Insane pylon spot. This is so hard for it to be destroyed. So your Alari, what's gonna happen is she's obviously gonna use a little spinny thing to get away. That heals her already, and also she's gonna take health from the pylon as well, okay? So if you can, don't go in to go and peek this Alari here. The reason why I don't want you to is because they switched to Ashe, right? And if we decide to, you know, sling ourselves back and forth like this and Ashe hits 2 headshots onto us, that's us dead. Okay, we don't want to take that risk, especially when she has that pylon there and she's pretty safe. I would rather you stayed pretty much kind of like where you were, like on this like statue bit here and play with Del. If we do need to push forward, let's say Del goes up the stairs a little bit more, we can push up a little bit forward, like, you know, to this barrier. Be careful of Sigma and, like, you know, try to like base out his rock and everything if we need to. But I would just say just play back here because we don't want to end up taking unnecessary damage from the Ashe, giving Ashe ult charge, but also taking the risk as well of getting ourselves picked off. All right, let's keep it going though. You're doing really well so far though, Flippy. I'm really enjoying it. Lovely looking at your team just to double check how they're doing. I don't mind with your position right now. This is okay. Nice. Can't do anything there. Nice. Res straight away. Res straight away. So as soon as you know that Junkrat has gone away, I want you to res straight away. The reasoning is because you kind of waiting around gives the BAP chance to react to you, to be able to start shooting you. But also it means that, you know, our Lari gets weak and stuff like that because we're not resing like instantaneously, okay? Because what's going to happen, like Junkrat tires, he's then going to use his concussion man to get away because he realizes if I stick around, I'm going to die kind of thing, right? So as soon as he goes away, we need to res quickly there. Love the res though, love the positioning with the res, really, really great. Just do the res quicker. All right, keep on going though. Let's keep going. Nice. So don't rush your GA out here, okay? Give it a second or two. Like, allow either, like, your Zarya to respawn or, like, wait till you can get a good beam on the Ashe. Because you can very easily just kind of, like, walk round here and the BAP's going to already have, like, non-LOS of you, basically. So the only thing that can hit you is a Sigma. Just give it a second or two to allow us to get out here. Don't try and rush this GA. Alright, keep it going, though. Really nice. Nice. Oh, okay. Make sure... Oh, sorry. Make sure we're having our beam on Del there rather than our Zarya, by the way. Our Zarya is really high charged and our Lari was healing her, okay? Make sure that we have our beam onto Del. I don't think it would have saved him, but I think it definitely would have, you know, allowed us to at least try and get him out, alright? Because remember, our Zarya's not going to have any charge because we've just rezzed her, okay? And she's quite healthy. Nice. Changing of the beams here, though. Nice use of high grounds as well. I'm really liking this. Nice. Make sure we're being really, really strict with that GA, by the way, because I don't know what you want to GA here. Did you want to GA to here, or did you want to GA to here? Okay? You want to, when you're on circuit, especially when you're peeking that high ground where the Ashe should be, like, we're going to talk about where the Life Weaver is. This is where Ashes normally like to take, okay? We don't just want to land out here and be like, hey, how we doing, Ashe? You know, kind of thing. We want to make sure that we're being strict to our position, okay? So you either want to GA to here, or you want to GA to that statue here. We don't just want to, you know, we don't just want to GA out and then just kind of like play out in the open like this, okay? I want to try and make sure that GA is direct, okay? Let's keep on going though. Nice. Nice vault. I respect the vault because obviously, you know, you want to try and make sure that you're playing out of the way the window, but also we're trying to help these guys. My only thing is, I'm hoping you're not just going to keep on peeking this window. Which what you end up doing ever so slightly. Oh, okay, okay. So all this was fine. All this was okay. It's just with your Valk, try not to peek the window as much as you did, like the exact same angle. If you need to peek the window, make sure we're peeking at a different angle, just to make it, you know, let's say the BAP like wants to focus onto us, then we're not, you know, peeking that exact same angle at the window. Makes it easier to track, okay? With the Flux, I respect the body block, but remember we have a Zarya, okay? And Zarya's not used her bubbles for quite a while. Zarya, because what you should be doing as Mercy as well is trying to track your Zarya bubbles. I normally like to do that when I'm playing with a Zarya. The reason why I like to do that is A, so I know if I need to desperately get to someone or not, and B, if I want to res someone. Because if I'm trying to, if I'm sat there trying to track my own Zarya's bubbles, I will know if I need to go and be risky to try and help someone, or if I know if I can get a risky res off as well. Because if I know where she is with the bubbles, then I can go and like res or do other things. All right. So if you know that she's gonna have bubble for your soldier, don't go and body block it. And even if you do need to body block it, make sure you have an escape route like straight away. Okay, because we kind of like just hung about for a little bit and then like slowly flew away with Valk. Okay, make sure we go up, we body block, and then we just J straight out if we do want to do that. All right, let's keep on going though. See what we do with the end of Valk. So they pop tree. Nice. Don't worry too much about healing there. I would literally have just pushed up with your Lari because she's the one that's doing damage to the, what's it called? The Junkrat. Nice ping. Obviously letting your team know. Nice, very nice. Push up here. Very nice. Awesome. Don't need to GA too much far forward though. Remember, we don't need to be nosy. We can just like vibe here basically. Nice. My only thing is I feel like you spent a little bit too much time kind of stirring your team here. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously, yes, you want to know how they're doing. But at the same time as well, because you're kind of like stood here, you can kind of get a visual or like kind of see-ish like where people are going to be. So it means when we know that Zarya's going to get a little bit, further up, we can already be J'ing ourselves back and away to make sure, yes, we're still in beam range, but also we're not going to be in the Zarya's beam range, I guess, because she beams. So yeah, so just as you're really great that obviously, we're looking at our team and we're checking they're okay. As we're doing so, just take an ever so slight, like, left look just to check. You could also maybe check this flank angle in case for the Junkrat, because Junkrat's a sneaky like that and he could just very casually be around here. So I'd be kind of using my camera here to be looking around like this instead of just being stood on your team. Really great, obviously, you've got your eyes on all your team here, but just be kind of looking off to the side a little bit like this. All right, let's keep on going though. Push up here, push up here. So I don't want you to J there. I don't want you to J back here. I want you to push up here. The reason why I want you to push up here is because you want to try and help secure the kill on the Zarya. Because what's going to happen is these two are going to fight it out. Your Zarya is going to get weak and then back off. We don't want that to happen. We want her to keep pushed up and trying to get a pick off. Because she gets a really good pick off on the Zarya, that's going to make these guys like lives absolute hell trying to keep on coming through, alright? So don't back off here. Like, you should have backed off earlier. And then as soon as you see the Zarya grab, you GA forward and you help her with it a little bit more. Alright, let's keep on seeing what we're going to do though. Nice. Don't worry about point here. I don't want you to push point. I want you to keep on trying to commit to trying to, get rid of these guys, okay? Leave point for a second and push up. This is your Alari's job to do this, okay? So you push up, because what should have happened here is you push up with your Zarya, Alari will stay on point, and then as these guys try and, create more space, basically, and, trying to, get these guys, especially with the Zarya that's just been pulled away by the Life Weaver, it means we can take a lot of space and we can win out this team fight. Alright, keep it going though, let's see what ends up happening. So nice changeover with your Lari. Nice. Try if you can to make that sling a little bit more clean to be able to get. Oh, okay. So first issue that we have here is we need to try and make sure this sling is clean, okay? Our aim for this sling is to get ourselves out here so that we can help our Zarya, isn't it? Right? So that's our first issue. Second thing, remember, we're against Ashe. We don't want to super jump against an Ashe, okay? So to enable ourselves to get around here, use your Zarya to J yourself down and around to help these guys. We don't want to go up, because that means hi Ash, kind of thing. We don't want to do that, okay? So instead of going up, we want to just literally, like, as we've done this sling to be able to get to our Zarya, wait for it to cool down and then use our Zarya to be able to sling ourselves back around to go and help our team. All right, keep it going though. Let's see what we end up doing. Nice. Damage boost your Zarya here more than your Alari, by the way. Nice. Just keep damage boosting your Zarya here. Your Zarya is doing a lot of damage, and I think she could have possibly got the pick off onto the Ashe here if we end up damage boosting her. So what I want you to do here is, because your Ashe is not so much out of the team fight, but she's playing very passively compared to your Zarya, get your beam on your Zarya here. I want your Zarya to have a lot of charge, because I bet your Zarya is really high charge right now. She's got 100 charge. Perfect time for her just to push forward. Compared to the Zarya. Oh, this Zarya is 98 as well, but she's quite backed off, can you see, okay? But do you see how weak this Ashe is right now? If you helped walk forward with your Zarya right now, that Ashe is gone. Alright? So I just need you to try and make sure that we're beaming whoever is going to be kind of on the attack here, basically. Alright? Keep on going though, let's see what ends up happening. So you're getting dynamited. Nice, good position here. Obviously just kind of waiting it out. Nice. Keep pushing forward with Zarya there. So keep your beam on your Zarya and use your Zarya to push up, and then just keep on damage boosting her. She's going to be such high charge, and she's going to do a lot of damage with her beam, alright? So you just keep your beam on your Zarya here, don't switch to your Ashe, and push forward with your Zarya. Nice rotation. Nice damage boost as well. That's all fine. Nice. Very nice. That's all fine. Help you Zarya here. Okay, let's push this out. Ah, okay. This is where I want you to be aggressive here. Because you have Valk, and I feel like this is a winnable team fight for you guys. Let me talk about it. So, all this is fine. Nice that you don't Valk for Grav, because obviously that's a really key thing. We don't want to Valk for Grav. It's very, very rare that people are going to be able to survive a Grav. So, really nice of you here, okay? Stay with your Zarya here. We want to try and keep our Zarya alive. Okay, so if you can, try to keep your Zarya up here, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to work on keeping your Zarya up here, keep healing her, keeping, you know, her alive and everything. Because what's going to happen is you can then use the tree to res. So what can happen, right? So as soon as our team dies, we're gonna pop Valk because they've treed, okay? Tree's gonna block LOS of the orbs. So I want you to Valk here, keep your Zarya up. As soon as your Zarya is quite healthy, we can go in and go for the res on the tree, okay? We be looking for our G out, which is gonna be Del here. So we go in, we res aggressively, and then we can use Del to get back. It means then you're giving your team a chance to be able to win this team fight. Because you kind of just going back defaulted to Del, like, Del, you know, kind of thing. It's not, A, you're not helping your Zarya out, and B, you're not looking to turn this team fight. At this point, you might as well just reset. Alright, so what I want you to do here is I want you to keep your Zarya up. Once the grab has finished and your Zarya is quite healthy, we use tree to res someone. I would probably res your soldier here because he has visor, and they have just used tree and lamp, okay? Which means if you res your soldier, he can visor, he's got a free visor because they've got nothing to protect against that because they've just used lamp. Soldier can literally just walk past the tree and just beam everyone down with your blue beam. Alright, do you see how we can make a play here and we can actually change the outcome of this team fight? Alright, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to be thinking about these kind of opportunities and scenarios when we're playing a little bit more, okay? Look for this aggression. I want you to be aggressive here. Go for the res. Push forward with visor, okay? Don't res Alari here because I don't think having Alari here is going to help out quite a bit. I want you to be aggressive with your soldier. Alright, let's keep on going though. So we end up obviously defaulting to Del, which is fine because obviously, you know, Del's going to get quite a bit of damage off, which is great. Sadly, Tyra ends up happening, and yeah, this is just going to be a reset. So don't bother like chasing around here or anything because you guys are not going to win this, alright? So there's no point straggling. You just want to reset with your Zarya here because we can come back with 4 ultimates for this next team fight, okay? So just allow yourselves just to reset really quickly. Go back with the rest of your team. Go in again. Alright, let's keep it going though. Let's have a bit of my iced tea. Don't worry about healing there. Pylon will heal. We can just push damage boost. Nice. Nice, position him. Make sure we're alerting our Zarya here. If we're not in comms with our Zarya, make sure that we ping it. You Valk too early. Alright. So, all this was great so far. Let me go back, okay? Because I like how long you waited to be able to rotate. Because obviously, you know, you don't want to rotate when they're all going to be looking. So I love how you wait for that Zarya to take space before you do. Sadly, Alari falls. Make that just a straight GA to Alari and a bunny hop, because then that means that we can go straight out with a GA in a second, okay? What ends up happening now is your GA is going to be on cooldown, you kind of just going to stand around like, what do I do? Kind of thing, alright? Do this as a straight GA to Alari and res. Make sure that you ping it when you do it, so it means that your Zarya knows that you're going for a res. She's not going to be too aggressive, because remember, she's like half HP right now. We need to try and keep her up, alright? So, we go to res. We do a GA bunny hop or just a straight GA to keep our cooldown, and we make sure that our Zarya knows about it, alright? All we have to do now is literally go, like, use your Ashe here to G yourself forward to keep your Zarya up, okay? We want to try and make sure that we're keeping Zarya up, we're keeping her charge up, okay? Then what's going to happen is this Zarya is going to be like, this Zarya's going to learn charge, and she's going to start backing off to where the payload is, right? You want to pop Valk when your team has pushed forward. So when your team pushes forward a little bit more and they get to pretty much about here and they start doing the team fight, that's when you want to Valk, okay? You're Valking too early here because this team can just go, okay, and back off to the point. Alright? You're pretty much just wasting your Valk here, okay? Wait for your team to push up some more, and then we pop the Valk. Okay, let's keep going though. So we end up popping it, which is fine. Nice positioning. Nice J forward here. Nice push on the damage boost. Nice beam management there. So Valkyries are being quite good. But I would say I don't think you've popped it at the right time. And I feel like we could have definitely maybe won out that team fight without it. So it's just something, just, you know, a bit of food for thought, basically. Anyways, keep on going. Nice. That's fine, because obviously, you know, we want to try and make sure that he's topped up a little bit after the Junkrat spam. They have Bastion now. Nice. Don't beam Del here. If you're putting your beam on Del, they will be able to see it when you're GAing through this window here, so they'll know you're coming. Second thing, crouch, okay? So it's fine for you to GA to Del, but then drop your beam and crouch. Also, and this is more, like, I guess, prevalent, when we've come to season 12, because obviously now anyone that's damage boosted has this like little like blue glow around him. It's not like just a beam on them anymore, so it becomes, I guess, even more visible, like, hey, there's a DPS with a blue beam here kind of thing, you know. It's like, you know, like like an ambulance and it's like really bright lights and everything. That's literally your Ashe. It's like, we were like, come here, you know, kind of thing. So yes, so what you want to do here is you want to just drop your beam, crouch, and just walk with Del, because I know you're going to be in comms with Del, right? Just let Del know, be like, hey, I'm still with you, don't worry. And then you can then go and surprise attack this BAP, okay? Because you guys just come in with like your big 2 clip-cloppy heals and a bright blue beam that's going brrrr as well, because it makes like a slight noise as well. You guys just coming up like this is, you know, it's going to alert your BAP pretty quickly, like, hey, I think there's someone that's pocketed behind us, you know, kind of thing. So drop the beam, follow with Del here. All right, let's keep on going though. Nice dynamite. Nice. Very nice. Ooh, why we... No. Okay. Don't push forward here. Don't push forward here. You don't need to peek this, okay? The Bob is great. The Bob is a really good Bob by Del here, okay? So all you need to do now is, because everyone's going to be panicking from the Bob, like, oh my gosh, Bob kind of thing. You just sit here and just damage boost whoever's on top of here. That's because what's going to happen is these guys are going to get zoned. They're going to start walking out of areas where the Bob can see them, okay? Just allow yourself to just sit back and damage boost Del here. Because what's going to happen is Spap's going to jump back up to you guys and start DPSing, which what ends up happening, and you don't register that, and you end up taking a lot of damage from him because you're not being aware. You're just thinking, Bob, damage boost, he's so pretty, kind of thing, you know, which we don't want to do. Okay, so I want you to stay back, play back where this pillar is. We play with Del. When the BAP jumps up, just rotate like this. Alright, but we don't need to be as aggressive as we were here. We don't need to be going up to go and damage just the Bob. Just think about what's going to happen. Peek round here. Alright, let's keep on going though. Nice. So he's ended up dealing with it pretty well, which is great. Can't really do too much for your soldier there. Del just walks into a trap. Nice res. Nice. Push into this room with your Zarya now, though. Your Zarya is currently by herself trying to 1v1 a Zarya. This Zarya is probably not going to have as much charge as your Zarya right now, okay? So what I want you to do is, once this kind of team fight's over and you can hear the Zarya battling people in this left room, it's going to be sending warning signals in my head. It's going to make me think, I need to go and make sure that I'm with the Zarya. I need to make sure that I'm with her and I'm pocketing her to make sure that we're helping her out, okay? So what I would be doing is I would have dropped down, I hear the Zarya, I'm going to go straight into this room to go and help her and start damage boosting. Alright, keep it going though. Let's see what ends up happening. Nice. Nice back with GA to get yourself out. Nice. We rotate up to soldier, which is fine. Same thing again, we don't need to be peeking this as much as we are, okay? We can easily sit back here with our soldier, once again, round the back of this pillar, and we can see how these guys are doing, okay? If we desperately need to drop down, then we can drop down and go and help these guys. But remember, we have a Lari to heal these guys, and a Lari is quite backed off at the moment. There's nothing really that's going to be able to attack the Lari right now. So they're pretty safe, okay? Just allow them guys just to vibe it out, allow them to, you know, get their health back, wait out the Bastion turret mode, and just stay up here with your soldier, and just sit and beam him, okay? There's no need for us to take this excess damage by peeking like, how are you guys doing down there? You doing all right, kind of thing, you know, because we don't need to. So just literally just kind of sit and chill around here. All right, let's keep on going though. We're gonna drop in for a Lari, which is fine. Nice. Nice. What I would do here though is literally I would just stayed up on this high ground here, helped Del out, and then gone to go and help our soldier, okay? Because right now our soldier thinks that we're going around with him, and actually we've ended up abandoning him, okay? I want you to go on this flank with your soldier right now. Soldier's really close to Visor. He could very easily take out this this bat right now, get really close to Visor, and then he's gonna have like a free Visor for the end of this point, all right? So don't be jaying yourself down to go and help Del. Remember, you can see Ilari putting her pylon up as well. So all you have to do is give it a little top up. Notice that your soldier's going for the flank. We go to go and help him with the flank. We can sit back here to make sure that we're not going to get attacked by anyone. And we allow our soldiers to do the flank, and we allow pylon to heal up the rest of Del here, okay? I feel like you spend too much time with Del, and we don't need to. So go around on the flank. Let's see what you end up doing here now, though. Nice peel. I don't mind the Valk here. Nice. I can hit higher. Nice. Oh, go on, go on, go on. Nice aim. Nice res. Really nice so far, Fluffy. Overall, really, really great. It's just a few kind of, I guess, like, positioning errors. Or a few, like, I guess areas where you don't really know who we should be beaming and stuff like that. You know, trying to be as aggressive as we can. So it's mainly just making sure that we know that we want to still, like, you know, keep on beaming whoever's doing the damage, and make sure we're not abandoning people, and just kind of correcting that positioning a little bit more. Alright. Let's go. So we've got a Kiriko now, which means obviously we're going to have a little bit more healing, which is really, really great. Nice. Make sure we get on Soldier's beam on a little bit sooner here. Nice. That's all fine. Okay. You don't need to sling in here. Okay, so what happens here is obviously, you know, you're trying to help Del as much as possible. Del is getting electrocuted by Monkey, which you can't directly out heal, but it's very, very close to out healing. But then as soon as you see those echo stickies, leave Del and just go straight to go into your soldier or something here, alright? The reason is because we cannot help Del once the Monkey's on him and also the echo's on him, okay? So you have to just realize at that point, I ain't gonna be able to out heal this. See you later, Del. And then you just leave him, alright, okay? So I want you to just make sure that we're doing that to get our beam on the soldier a little bit quicker, but we'll keep going. So Echo's died. Nice. Don't super jump res this. We don't need to super jump res this, okay? Because we want a quick escape here. Junkrat could very easily two-tap us here with a mine and a concussion thingy-majiggy, whatever it's called. That, you know, that thing. Right? And we can very easily just get caught out by that because we've gone to super jump it, okay? Is the super jump helping us get any better positioning? No. So don't do it, okay? Literally, you just need to do a straight J here, start resing, and then as soon as you're done with this res, use one of these guys to J yourself out of the way, because Junkrat or Winston or someone is going to dive you in a second because you've used a super jump res, and you're going to be, you know, going up in the air, and you're going to be stood there for a second, you're going to take some unnecessary damage, and it could leave us very vulnerable to being picked off, alright? So don't super jump this, just do a normal res. It's a very good res, though, I will say. Just make sure that we're not super jumping it, alright? Nice. Don't worry too much about Yakira here. She's gonna start self-regen anyways. Big thing as well, don't rush your GAs, Fluffy, alright? Take your time with them. There's been a few times where I feel like you've rushed your GAs. Honestly, don't worry too much about them. Just wait that, I guess, like half a second or even like quarter of a second more, and you should be alright. Nice. Nice. Sylas is fine. It's just making sure that when we're beaming people, we'll make sure that we're, you know, we're definitely trying to get our beam on them. Oh, what's happened here? Why are we taking so much damage? Yeah, it's just whenever you're trying to get your beam on someone, make sure that we actually are getting our beam onto someone. Basically, we're not just kind of like, just, you know, randomly putting a beam on someone else. So what happens here? So you end up taking a bit of jump crack. Oh, and then there's just one on the floor. Okay, fair enough. Nice instantaneous res. Nice. GA as well out. Don't valk for Taya here. We don't need to. Okay, because we just use our GA to get out. And it's very, very clear, like, to the whole team that the Junkrat's here. Okay? We just need to literally put our beam onto someone here. And the Taya will get destroyed very, very nicely. No need to valk. Okay? Remember, don't valk for Taya. We very, very rarely want to valk for Taya. The reason as well is because they've already lost their Lucio as well. So it means they're not going to try and, you know, they're not going to be wanting to aggress in at this point. Because they've lost their Lucio. So they're just going to literally, like, just sit around in, like, this little room, basically. So just push the damage boost and don't valk it. We can save valk for probably when they're going to hit soon or beat. To try and help stabilize our team. Or if your soldier wants to walk in with visor at some point. But nice. Nice pushing up. Nice. Don't worry too much if you can't get your beam on, because Dell will walk to you if needed. Nice. Okay, I'm going to be looking, because Winston's going to die of us in a second. So I'm hoping you're, like, quite aware of that. Nice, obviously not playing in the room as well, can I just say? Because a lot of people might be sitting there thinking, why are they not playing in the room, okay? If we play in the room, they've got a Junkrat. Junkrat can very easily just spam, like, a load of spam into this room and we're dead, okay? It's the reason whenever you want to play with Junkrat, you don't want to play in small rooms. You want to try and make sure that you're playing out with the open like Fluffy is right now, alright? Just some, like, kind of, I guess, thought, in case people, anyone's thinking that as they're watching this. Yeah, make sure that we're playing out, not out in the open, like, obviously, you know, we still want to play our cover, but it's a lot harder for the Junkrat to be able to hit us with his spam when we're out here, compared to being in a small room. If we're in a small room, it's like, hi, Junkrat, come and kill me, kind of thing, you know? Alright, let's keep on going, though, because Winston's gonna come dive you in a second. So, we weren't being proactive here, alright? So, as soon as I hear that Winston jump in, I'm going to be thinking, I want to move, alright? Instead, you end up kind of, like, just vibing about for a second, like, oh, what are we doing kind of thing, alright? So as soon as I hear that Winston dive, okay, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use Dell straight away to get away, okay? Your soldier's pretty healthy right now, and we can always GA back up to him if we need to, alright? So, what I will be doing here is I'll be using Dell to get myself away proactively, because I know they're going to start diving in. Plus, they've just done a beat drop, okay? Which means they're going to, like, fully, like, engage into us at this team fight, and we don't just want to be, you know, hanging around here with a Winston near us that's going to get beat, alright? So, what I want you to do here is, as soon as you hear this Winston jump in, you know they're going to engage with beat because they haven't used it yet. So what I want you to do is I want you to use Dell to get yourself out and away, be proactive to make sure that we're out and away of the Winston, so it means we don't get picked off. Unfortunately, we aren't, and we end up kind of, you know, taking a little bit of damage from the Winston, and then we end up taking a bit of damage from the Junkrat as well. So it's just making sure that we're being proactive by that. We're making sure that we're not just stood around and, you know, waiting for the Winston to dive us, okay? But we keep on going. Your team ended up clearing up really nicely, which is really, really great. I love this pistol as well, can I just say, with like the little, like, bedazzled jewels as well. Oh, Del came back. Oh, that's so sweet. Del came back for you. Awesome, let's keep going. Nice. Okay, so I've got Widow now, so I've been playing a lot more safer cover, which I think you've just realised as soon as you've had, like, the guy select a few shots. Nice. They're gonna Kitsune in. I'd be backing out here. Nice. Back out more here, though. Back out more. So instead of you waiting for your soldier here being like, soldier, you need to come back kind of thing, because I know that's what you're thinking. You're sat here thinking, soldier, like, we need to get back, okay? Don't think about that. Literally, you use yourself to keep yourself alive here, and I want you to G yourself back here using your team, so it means that you're ready for the Winston, okay? Because you don't want to get caught out by the Winston once again, as you are doing, okay? You want to be proactive for yourself, thinking about yourself a little bit selfishly, and making sure that we're using our GA to get ourselves out over here, basically, if we can. Alright, let's keep going though. Don't rush your J here. We've got Del here right available, basically. So make sure that we definitely have our crosshair on Del so we can J ourselves away. Nice peel for Ram. Don't mind the Valk here. Make sure we're beaming our Ramarcher here, by the way, instead of our team, because our Ramarcher is the one that's pushing up is going to do the damage, because these guys still have to turn the corner. Same thing, I'd be pushed up with Ram here on the just in case. Nice. We do end up finally doing it towards the end of our battle, which is great. Once again, make sure we have our crosshair on Del. I'm into winning it. Okay, so overall, Fluffy, I feel it was a really strong VOD by you, genuinely. Okay, I feel like you played really, really well. Let's start with some positives. I love how much you're sharing these beams now. It's really, really clear to me that you're definitely working on that a little bit more, and I'm really appreciative of it, okay? There are a few little times where we can definitely maybe beam like our tank a little bit more, just to, you know, because they're being aggressive and our DPS aren't, okay? So it's just kind of adapting that a little bit tiny more, but honestly, a massive improvement from last time, okay? I really love that for you, sweet, okay? Reses were good. I like your reses, just make sure they're a little bit quicker and making sure that we're just doing a GA cancel or just a normal GA to get to them. So it means that we're not kind of stood around for a second like, I've just res, you know, and we have that cooldown, all right? So make sure that unless we desperately need a super jump or we need to do a sling to be able to get to it, that we're using a cancel GA instead, so it means we can get away quickly, all right? Valks were okay, Fluffy. I feel like the majority, I've obviously talked about kind of like on a case-by-case scenario, basically. But it's just kind of making sure that, either we're being aggressive with the Valks and we're not popping them too early, alright? One of the key things I want you to work on, Fluffy, though, is your proactiveness, okay? Because there was a few times where we just, what's it called? Where we're not being proactive enough and we're not kind of thinking, okay, the Winston's going to dive us. We try and make sure that we're playing out of the way, we're playing safe kind of thing, and, you know, knowing when he's going to dive us. Instead, you kind of like just allow him to dive you and then you start panicking like, oh my gosh, there's Winston, which, you know, everyone's going to do, okay? But we can be proactive by thinking, okay, the Winston's going to dive us. Let's be as far back as we can and make sure that he's out of our, you know, our jump range, basically, to make sure that he can't get to us, all right? Another thing, Fluffy, is I feel like your sense is really high, which is great, don't get me wrong, but you're struggling with your crosshair placement a little bit, okay? There's been a few times where you've taken a good second or two trying to get your beam onto a certain person, or we're not getting our crosshair on the right people to be able to GA, okay? It might be worth maybe tweaking them a little bit, if you need to, but I think just try and make sure that we work on being precise with our crosshair, make sure that it's definitely on the person that we need to for our beams or our GAs, because I feel like that not so much messed us up, but it was a little bit scruffy in places, in my opinion. Alright? But other than that, Fluffy, honestly, absolutely amazing VOD. Really nice to see that you take on my advice as well from last time, and I'm hoping you could take my advice on from this one as well. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube that's been watching this. If you guys want to see some of my own gameplay, I do post that on my main channel, which will be linked down in the description. I also have my Twitch will be linked down there, which is where I record the majority of these VODs, along with obviously my own gameplay and everything. And then finally, we have my Discord as well, where obviously we have a lovely community over there, and I can talk to you guys off stream about anything Mercy related or just general chat, I guess. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much for the lovely VOD, everyone, and I'll see you all.